The actual sound that's probably going around the entire AEW locker room. You want to know what that sound is right now? It's probably going around the AEW offices, the AEW locker room. You want to know what that sound is that's probably going around? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we are now live here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. What is going on, everyone? This is another live edition of S.A.D, something about Dynamite here on the ATP Network YouTube channel. We're also live on Twitch. We're also live over on Twitter. What's going on, everyone? It is Thursday. December the 14th, 2023. It is Thursday. The rating came in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That rating came in, right? And I can tell you right now, I'm looking at it right now, and I'll be honest here. We didn't make a prediction on this, but I was kind of, I had the feeling it'd be this number. But regardless of what it is, 845,000.
No Millie.
That's right, no Millie. Of course, as always, I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire and soon to be the new ATP UK champion himself. I am the one they call Steve, and I'm here joined by the good brother, the pride of Detroit, arguably one of the best ATP UK champions in ATP gaming history, the one, the only Big Mike. What's going on, brother?
You that confident?
Hey, man. I gotta give myself some hope. You know what I mean? I gotta hype myself up in a way, before the inevitable happens. Let me have some fun at least. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying, brother. But of course, everyone knows you're one of the, in Tony's voice, one of the greatest ATP UK champions in the history of ATP gaming. Like he was hyping up Joe on the media call for Final Battle. But how you been though, bro? What's going on with you, man?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? You doing good? Okay, he's doing good. A lot to get into today. There's a lot that happened outside of the show. Some big news happened today while I was in the workplace. You know what's crazy? Mike, in our group chat, we saw someone say, we'll post like news and stuff like that in our group chat that we have. And someone said yesterday, some big news about the hit. It's going to shake everything, right? I'm wondering to myself, okay, what could this be, right? Like, could it mean more? When you think about something like that, you think of mass releases, right? Something like, drastic, right? Like, the Fed doing another spring cleaning again, right?
Right.
Did Vince McMahon finally, give up his stock and was walking away, right? What could this mean? What could it mean? Oh, by the way, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share through social media and share with all your friends out there. Again, we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and as well over on Twitter. All right. And if you guys feel generous, we'd be appreciated. Hit us up with that super chat. It does help the channel. But again, Mike, we were wondering, what could this be, right? And today I'm at work, right? In the cold, right? The darn pilot said he decided to turn off the heater on the plane. So we're in an entire aircraft, right? And I'm freezing, right? But I'm waiting for these cans to show up to start loading the plane, right? So everybody was napping. I couldn't nap. So let me go on the Twitter. Let's see what people are saying, right? Because again, I go to sleep and I don't, what have you, right? And I see talks that, oh my God, it's quite possible that WWE Monday Night Raw, because Monday Night Raw, you can put it this way, right? NXT is going to CW, right? SmackDown's going to USA Network. And the talk is, where is Monday Night Raw? WWE's flagship show.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it going to go? Where is it moving to, right? Because they're leaving USA Network. And word was going around, in the fight for it, right? that the word to use? Like in contention, in the who are in the
Yeah,
running.
and in
In
the
the run.
running, the contention, the
There's
uh,
there's there's Amazon, there's FX. Someone
yeah,
even say Netflix, right?
yeah,
Um, but then word was going around Warner Media, WBD, Warner Brother Discovery. And it got shot down like, oh, that never happened. But then really words got more intense here. So, according to PW Insider, this past Monday morning, TKO's Mark Shapiro, WWE CEO Nick Khan, and Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque were in New York at the Warner Brothers Discovery headquarters, meeting with WBD, Warner Brothers Discovery, Chief Revenue and Strategy Officer Bruce Campbell about potentially moving Raw to TBS or TNT. That's crazy, bro.
yeah.
Like, yo, they really doing this. Like, they're really it is. So there's more here. AEW's current agreement with WBD is still believed to be up at the end of 2024 TV season, right? This past Tuesday during the RH Final Battle media call, Tony Khan noted that he met with WBD the same day. That's December the 12th, right?
Yeah.
But the Insider has more notes though. Further notes now with Friday Night SmackDown moving to USA Network and NXT moving to CW both in 2024, WWE is said to be seeking a major increase in the media rights for Raw. Other potential partners are FX, Amazon, among others. The report concludes by noting that WB's major goal of late has been to lock in the rights to the NBA. However, David Zaslav, who is CEO for WBD, has publicly stated that the company doesn't need the NBA. Per F4W online, the return of CM Punk was major part of the pitch to WBD, with the idea that he will be a regular on the Raw brand. So that part there, bro, when I hear this shit, like, yo, think about this, right? AEW gave CM Punk his own show, Collision,
Mm-hmm.
right? And for 2 months, that show was fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best wrestling show of the week. Sucked. It was on a Saturday, though. That's the only thing that sucked. It was on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and again, it was a show set up for CM Punk because the Elite did not want to do business with Phil Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So they did the show for him, right? And David Zaslav, remember Punk said in that promo on Collision, David Zaslav called him the one true Bill, the true Bill Phil, right?
Yeah.
He's the true Bill in the world full of counterfeit bucks. Remember that line?
Yeah, we joked around and called CM Punk No Mill Phil.
No Mill Phil. Tell me when I'm telling lies, right? So
Yeah.
now, so that,
Oh man. Keep going.
listen,
Keep going.
listen. I'll be honest with y'all. A part of me wants to talk more about this than the fucking episode of Dynamite. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Honestly, we can talk
A little bit about that. We
minutes.
will. We'll get to Dynamite
The show
talking.
we're gonna get to the show.
It's a lot of
cool.
it was a lot of wrestling. Someone,
Yeah.
a guy who's in his 50s thought he was cool and hip, doing jokes, and Kenny Omega, you could tell, going off on the mic as a babyface really isn't a strong suit. Ricky Starks kind of got personal a little bit. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now. You guys know him. You guys love him. He is the two-time Wrestling Observer Booker of the Year. He is also the CEO of All Elite Wrestling and also Ring of Honor Wrestling. One half of our investors and the captain of Team Tony coming up at ATP Warzone. the war games coming up, guy. The big war games, right? Coming up soon here at ATP Gaming. The one, the only, Mr. Tony Khan. Good sir, how are you? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world.
I'm doing good, Steve. Thank you for asking. AEW killed it in the ratings last night with AEW Dynamite and the content. Good picture, Steve. Good, thank you. Good picture. Continental Classic, everything of that nature. And I'm really here just to debunk these horrible rumors that WWE is trying to get to Warner. If they join the Warner Brothers family, welcome. But really, to be honest, I don't think Warner's going to drop us. Uh, I know Ted Turner, but Ted Turner doesn't know 1% of wrestling that I do, Steve. And I know wrestling pretty well, and I know what our audience wants, and I know what the fans want as a whole with AEW. And we're doing good things. We have 3 shows on the air spread across TNT and TBS. It'd be really foolish of them to drop 3 shows just to grab one. I understand they want to add one more of the wrestling show, and if it's not AEW, that's totally fine. I think AEW and WWE can live under the same roof. We don't have to have any crossover. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that, like, I'm not having Shazam on AEW, like, I'm not asking Dwayne to come on to AEW. I didn't have John Cena with
What about
Peacemaker come on
Paul?
AEW.
What about Paul? Paul showing up one day at Daly's place.
He won't need to show up. There's no reason there. I mean, there's other stuff. I mean, look at the ESPN with UFC and PFL. Dana White, he just insulted the PFL not too long ago at one of their most recent press conferences. And do you think ESPN is all worried about? No, they have PFL and they have UFC. So I feel like it could be a great relationship. If Warner wants to do that, I believe Warner, I truly believe they want to drop AEW. I think AEW is here to stay, Steve.
Well, I don't think anyone's wishing for the demise of all elite wrestling, Mr. Khan. I don't think that's the issue here. I think just people are, feeling some type of way. You get what I'm saying, Big Mike? People are feeling some type of way, right, Mike? People are just concerned, especially the passionate, rabid, diehard AEW fan.
I don't think there needs to be a concern with AEW at all. I think AEW, no matter what, will be around for a long time. And I'm not paying CPZ. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, though. But I think we're going to be fine no matter what. That's a little bit of a speculation there, CPZ. I think you should probably calm down on reckless rumors in the chat.
I think Tony's going to offer Warner some more stake in the company.
Why are people just spreading rumors that are not true about AEW and Warner? But yeah, anyways, AEW is not leaving anywhere, guys. Like, I just wanted to come on and let you guys know. I can't wait to hear what Steve and Big Mike thought about the Continental Classic. I mean, what matches we had for the Continental Classic last night? I thought it was one of the best nights of wrestling I've seen in quite some time. And then, we got some solid segments. I mean, you put in the title Golden Cringe, but I really thought that was a good segment with Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho, and it built a lot of tension with Ricky Starks, and it made Ricky Starks look like $1 million, in my opinion. But
people are, people felt the emotion, and that's what I think is important. You felt, which we'll get into in a little bit as well. We'll get into. I thought, for me, I'll be honest, Mike, I don't know about you. I thought, the main event was going to go to a draw, and I was wrong. Like, if my parlay, my Continental Classic parlay, I had Swerve and Mox going to a time limit draw.
Yeah, I give my opinion soon on that.
Yeah, we'll give our opinion soon on that, Mr. Khan.
I think that was such a good. I think that was such a great match. I truly believe the Continental Classic has been such a big game changer for AEW. I mean, really, to be honest, this has been the best level of wrestling we've had on the show since I announced it. And the person who wins that, can you remove that thumbnail? See, it wasn't a cringe promo. You are making it cringy.
That was graphic department.
Steve, who approves the graphics to be on the show? You. So I don't want to hear this is the graphics department. You're the one who approves the graphics on the show. That's like me having like freaking Hornswoggle come out naked and then be like, oh well, that's what QT Marshall wanted. No, I approve everything at the end of the day what goes on AEW television. All right. So I
Well,
don't I don't
again,
want to hear that's that's the graphics department. That's you. You're the one
well,
that approves this
well,
graphic at the end of the day. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Mr. Khan, it's a lot of it's a lot of things that go through with it. You got the board of directors, investors as well approve of it. You know what I mean? So, ain't that right, Big Mike? Ain't that right? Mike, help me out here.
Yeah. Investors, all that good stuff. You keep the
You're not
show
even
going
Big Mike
round
is
and
buying
round.
into your fucking BS, Steve.
I
Come
know
on, man.
Mike is distracted. Mike is concerned. Later on tonight, in ATP gaming, he's probably looking at the ATP UK title, probably polishing it up, thinking about the memories, but knowing that real soon, man, everyone paid the piper. Everyone real soon will find out and knew. Tony, all this loyalty you have shown to WBD over this contract, how you feel if you got dumped to the side for WWE? Hypothetically speaking, of course, from
Well,
Romeo.
if Warner does that, then really they're snakes in the grass for doing such a thing. I don't think they would be snakes, and I don't think they would do something like that. I felt we.
There's a little snake in the grass right there. Hey, little boy.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that. I really don't. I think they're smart individuals over there. They know that look. You do in television and ratings, you can't replace. Like, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna okay, cool. You lose 3 wrestling shows and you replace it with one. I mean, that's silly. That's really silly if you look at it. And I just think it makes no sense to lose the 3 primetime hours of content that AEW is giving you. I mean, look at the numbers between all 3 of our shows. They're really good. They're really good for the nights and the show and the TV slots that they're in.
Oh
And
no, 300, 450,000, 300,000.
that's really good, Steve. I don't know if you see. This is why you like Steve. I just want to ask. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, Steve. What's your highest level of education?
Well, I did go to culinary school. I did graduate high
So
school.
so 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 so
I did try college, but it wasn't for me. It happens. The old
so
college try.
you know how to cook, but you don't know business. You don't know how to do the numbers. You don't understand about TV hours and slots and the reason why we have the shows placed there for a reason. And really, to be honest, our shows do great numbers compared to
Just for that.
no, good picture, Steve.
Just
You know
for
it's
that.
true.
Just for that.
It's true. You know it's true. But anyways, like I said, when you look at the numbers of the shows that we are on, the numbers we pull are better than reruns of the Avengers and you know Infinity War and Creed and all these other great movies that did well in the
Young
box office.
Sheldon.
Yeah, we beat out Young Sheldon, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what we provide is great value to the advertisers and great value to AEW fans all across the world.
Sleeping Angel. I feel you, but the network wants Punk, Tony.
Um, I don't know if that's all true or not. I think that's just a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Tony, don't insult C. Thank you, CPZ. You didn't know anything about TV or the wrestling business years ago.
Actually, CPZ, I knew a lot about TV and the wrestling business. I've been following it since I was 5 years old. Okay, so I know a lot. I've been researching this. Do you think I just started AEW in 2019 without doing my proper research?
Well, some would say Tony better hit up Pop TV or Destination America. You can hit up Dixie Carter for that number if you want to, Tony.
Well, it's funny. Obviously, CPZ doesn't pay attention. Those are actually under Discovery. So we want to hit them up anyways. We have a TV deal. It's with Warner.
I suppose, but also, Mr. Khan, again, changing little topics here. You have a big show coming up on Friday. What match are you looking more forward to on the show for come Friday night final battle? Some people would say they wished it was at the Hammerstein, but it is what it is.
Well, logistically, it would have made sense, and then also renting out the Hammerstein Ballroom would have made sense. It would have been, something where you would have lost money running the show at Hammerstein. To be honest, Steve.
I suppose. Big Mike, you got a question for Tony here, man? You got a question?
Uh,
Oh.
Trying to figure out what hasn't been asked yet.
Well, I'll tell you what. What you think of
come
that?
back to me. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Tony, I know you have a lot going on. I know you about to Ring of Honor about to be on in a couple of minutes. So I don't want to take too much of your time.
And also AEW Rampage.
Well, that's tomorrow. Oh, well, wait a minute. You're going head to head with your own paper. What kind of? That's crazy. Will ROH ever run in New York from Armand?
Well, here's the thing, Armand. That's a great question. I would love to hit up the New York market and get into that area, but we got to find a place that makes sense and would help prop it when we do the show. I mean, one of the issues is, you got to go when it's a big wrestling weekend. I'm just going to say it. WWE isn't really running a show in New York that you can kind of, put that Ring of Honor show on to, help get more fans going like it was in WrestleMania in LA. I guess, when they do WrestleMania 40, you can try to do a show in New York, but then does that make sense logistically to bring the people out of Philadelphia when there's a lot of great historic wrestling arenas in Philadelphia? You can run the old ECW arena, you can run a bunch of other events in the smaller shows. So, it's one of those things, man, like it just makes no sense to run New York unless you're running, one of the bigger shows. AEW, we can run in New York because we know the tickets are going to move and the tickets are going to sell. Ring of Honor, at the rebuild phase right now. We're keep on rebuilding it and making it the best brand possible. One of the most underrated brands in professional wrestling today. And so I would love to bring a Ring of Honor back to New York, but it has to make sense from a money standpoint. I can't just put it in an arena because all New York fans will want it. You could say you want it. People will say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go," and then I didn't sell 3,000 seats, and that's 3,000 seats that I lose money on. So,
also, guys, guys, if you guys can as well, if you guys tuning in right now, first of all, guys, can we get these likes up? Come on, what are we doing? We got like what 9 of you on the stream right now in the chat. Can we get these likes up? Can we please seriously get these likes up? What the fuck are we doing, people? Seriously, what the fuck are we doing? Also, while you're at it, we have a poll in the chat. Did you enjoy AEW Dynamite from December 13th, 2023, which was last night? Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll, guys, as well. But let's get these like numbers up. Come on, y'all. Get these likes numbers. Come on, we got 10 of you guys in here now. There's 2 likes. Feel disrespected here. Feel a little disrespected.
It don't take long. Shoot, we
don't
got
take
an investor
long.
here. Huh?
We have Tony. Listen, we bring you guys Tony Khan, our investor, on the show for free. Free. Tony, you still there, Tony?
Wow.
Oh yeah. I was just listening to your very passionate speech, Steve. It was pretty interesting.
Thank you, Mr. Khan. Thank you.
But anyways, is there any more questions for me, or am I good to head out and just relax for the day and watch some great wrestling? It's not a mess, guys. Ring of Honor is fine. Stop it.
I believe it, Mr. Khan. Now that I got you here, UFC 296 is Saturday night. Who you got in the main event? Who you got? Colby Covington, or do you have Leon Rocky Edwards?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, Steve. I've been so behind on my UFCs. Like, I still haven't watched the one where Poatan won the UFC light heavyweight championship. And, I know Leon Edwards. He's a very smart fighter. He knocked out the great Kamaru Usman in a Hail Mary head kick and then beat him in the rematch. And, I'm just gonna go based off logic. If he beat Kamaru Usman twice and Colby Covington gonna beat Kamaru Usman twice, then I gotta go with Rocky. I gotta go with Leon Edwards here.
Okay, fair enough, Mr. Khan. Fair enough. That's fair. There you go.
Remember when he's fighting on the car? Remember when Patty the Baddie was trying to get at MJF, and now who's the biggest star? Probably MJF.
Brandon Brown, bring Trips on, and you will quadruple your view. Like, I think Paul right now is busy talking to the investor to W Warner to a network right now. So
listen, Paul doesn't come on something about Dynamite unless he wants to troll or do something. Like here's the thing, guys. I came on to address the rumors and everything of that nature about what was going on. And I've done that. And, you guys can either believe me or you guys can believe whatever, People are saying online, it's all speculations. Remember, like, what was it earlier this year? Everyone thought WWE got sold to the Saudis. And I even knew that was stupid. Like, I was like, no way, they're not that stupid. Like, look, WWE and I, we have a tense relationship. Obviously, we're a challenger brand to what they do, but I even know that they're smart and they wouldn't do anything stupid like selling to the Saudis. So
I guess so. Why are you using your ROH tag titles as plot devices?
what do you mean, CPZ? They're not plot devices. Like, maybe CPZ, what you need to do is you need to Google plot device and look it up on Google, and then you can see what that really means. I think you're just throwing big words around to sound smart, CPZ.
Ooh, he's pulling the chat right now. Ooh, in the
Well, they don't
mud.
they don't like Dynamite. I thought it was a great episode.
We'll read the results later. You can look back on the playback. I know you got a lot of things going on. Mr. Khan, listen, man, we got a show to review here. I want to thank you for taking the
Wait,
time.
does Big Mike not have a question? I was waiting for Big Mike to ask a question.
My question was a Ring of Honor question, but it was already taken by a chat member, so I'm gonna let it slide.
Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for having me on again. And that's such a rude comment. I think you should put Brandon Brown in timeout, Steve. That's such a rude comment. But anyways, thank you guys so much for having me on. Thank you guys so much. 845,000 of you with the 0.25 demo watched AEW Dynamite last night, and you watched some good gold and blue league action for the AEW. Good picture, Steve. Good picture. Continental Classic. Thank you guys so much for making this tournament so successful. The first ever Continental Classic champion is going to be remembered for years to come, and it's because of fans like you. And remember, guys, we're not going anywhere. You guys can say that we're going anywhere, but we're not going anywhere. I have a lot more money than Ted Turner has right now, and I'll make sure that AEW will always be on Warner Brothers, because if WCW was never on Warner, if WCW never on Warner, they would still be alive today, and I truly believe that.
All right, Mr. Khan. Have a good night, Mr. Khan. Oh my goodness. You feel the passion. Anyway, Mike, I'll tell you what. We'll get back to this topic of the TV thing, but let's get to the show. Let's knock out this recap real quick, and then we get into the meat and potatoes of this, right? So the show kicked off with a segment, bro. Holy crap. The show kicked off with a talking segment. Can you believe that, bro? Between Samoa Joe and Adam Page.
All right.
Your thoughts on that segment, man? What were your thoughts, bro?
I mean, the segment was. I mean, it's interesting to start off with. I mean, it's the hottest. I guess one of the hottest stories. The Devil
I liked
story.
it, bro.
Who
I liked the fact
it too.
that they opened it because it wasn't a wrestling match.
Right. It wasn't a wrestling match. It was one of their marquee stories. Samoa Joe trying to place his finger on who the devil could possibly be. Everything pointed at Hangman. It was not in his favor in the beginning of the show. And that led Mr. Neckstrong, pause, Roderick Strong.
Samoa, Joe. I wanna know what. Sorry,
it never fails, bro.
It never fails. No, it's not. Man, it was a good way to start, bro. It felt fresh, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't an opening. It wasn't your fucking international championship match, which I'm surprised is not part of the Continental Classic. Hey, man, make that part of the Triple Crown. Why the fuck not? Right at this point in juncture,
and
Marge Cassidy wouldn't lose. He wouldn't lose.
Yeah.
He wouldn't fucking lose.
Yeah, Roderick Strong called Adam Page his young boy.
Yeah, he was, bro. At one point, believe it or not, he was. If you go back to the Ring of Honor days when they're part of the decade, it was Roderick Strong, Jimmy Jacobs, and BJ Whitmer. The same BJ who got arrested and fired from AEW. That same BJ Whitmer. They were part of a trio called the Decade. Ring of Honor veterans who've been there for so long and hate the new, generation of wrestlers and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And they had Adam Page as their young boy. Carry the towel, carry the bucket, like you see in Japan almost, right?
How many people knew that? Remembered that? How many people in that arena do you think remembered that, or people
How
at
many?
home? What do you think remembered that?
Well,
On a
here's
percentage. On a percentage.
if I can be nice about this, out of the 100%,
Out of 100%,
say about 31%, 31.
about 31%.
If I can just get an educated guess here,
I
but the
mean, it was
match
a fun
itself,
fact. It was a good fun fact. I mean,
but the match itself, dude, I loved it, bro.
yeah,
Mind you, I was stoned. Bro. I hit the
yeah.
blunt. Again, bro. I can't watch this shit sober, bro. So, I thought overall, man, the match itself, it flowed well. Here's the thing about Roderick Strong, bro. And I said this. Remember when he came in, I'm like, oh man, they signed him and he ain't gonna do shit. I was wrong, bro. I'm happy to admit of me being wrong. Roderick Strong, bro, has turned the shit around, bro.
Yeah, he proved us all wrong. We was like, you're gonna get good matches out of him every once in a while, but outside of that, you're not getting anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrong. He's doing a good job.
He is. He's doing a very remarkable job. Oh my goodness, this Paul right now. Oh, in the mud right now. In the mud.
People must have didn't watch the show last night.
Humble 85. I didn't watch Dynamite last night. It's okay, mama. Not many people did either. He's better. He better than AEW. Well done, Tony. Yeah, he is. They found a way, bro. They found a way. So from there, bro, what do we get here? We got Continental Classic Blue League match, bro. Andrade making his way to Dynamite, bro. After seemed like forever because he's always been a Collision guy. Him and Brody King had a match, and I thought this match was pretty good too. They two big guys. Well, Andrade's big as far as size, right? Because he literally looks jacked up now since coming back and all that stuff, right? And Brody just a monster in himself, right? I just love this match too. They went back and forth, good near falls here. And what do you know, bro?
This crowd was a very pro Andrade.
Yeah, bro. Of course, they're in Texas, bro.
Yeah,
they're in Garland, Texas. So it's like,
which kind of like almost, I was like, man, I got a big feeling. Like when I was watching it, I was like, I got a big feeling they're gonna screw this up.
Like, the fix is in. No, the fix is in.
Because it's like you see that this crowd is pro Andrade, but freaking
they about to do my
Brody
boy
King's
dirt.
been having a good showing in the tournament. And
I know people have been saying Mark Briscoe's the MVP of this tournament.
No, and I know Brody King too.
And then listen. I understand Mark Briscoe. He's been in the news, right? As much as we have love for Mark Briscoe, I tend to disagree with that. Yeah, might give me an L, whatever, all you want. To me, the MVP of this tournament has been Brody King. Brody King has been the MVP of this tournament. You know what I mean? Followed by Andrade. Followed by Andrade. And what do you know, bro? Andrade picked up the W, man. Picked up the W in this match. And now he has 9 points, bro. While Brody King still has 6 points. He still has life. Exactly, humble. Brody King has been amazing. He has been 100%.
And I didn't even know he hasn't even been wrestling that long. He's only been less than 10 years. He's been in the wrestling business.
Dude has he has strength and he has speed, bro. You know what I mean?
That's pretty dang good, man.
Could have been a defensive lineman.
I can respect that.
Could have been a defensive lineman, bro. Any team in the NFL right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I admire that,
Checking your parlays, Big Mike. Cooking up a menu. Cooking up a menu right now, bro. Cooking up. Work with me here. He's cooking up a menu. Yeah, he's cooking up a. I'm letting Big Mike cook up the service menu for Steve's Kitchen on Monday. I'm letting Big Mike cook up the menu. God be with me. I'm kidding. So from there we got Renee Paquette, and who's interviewing the Von Erichs. Kevin Von Erich, who's the father, right? Marshall and Ross Von Erich, right? You gotta remember, right? The movie's coming out.
Yeah.
The movie's coming out in maybe in a couple of days from now, which I do want to go see. I do want to go see that movie, right? Even those, like, we already know. Like, if you're a wrestling fan, bro, you know the story.
You know the story already.
But you want to see it for the sake of just, okay,
how the performances are gonna be. Huh?
And I've heard from people who've seen like the early what's the word I'm looking for here?
Early screening.
Early screening, yeah. Like my brother saw it, bro. My brother got an early screening of the movie. He hit me up like, "Hey Steven, so I watched this wrestling movie. Iron Claw. Oh my god, I did not know the guy who plays in the movie the bear, right?
Yeah.
I did not know he was the Texas Tornado. But you gotta keep in mind, like my brother, like he was a wrestling fan, but like he was more into like the tape trading. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he would have like NWA stuff, WCW stuff, AWA, WWF, but he never really like went back and watched. You know what I mean? Like the history of it. He just had the tape, so he didn't know that Texas Tornado had this run as Kerry Von Erich, right? He didn't know until I told him years later that, oh, did you know that this guy wrestled with he was wrestling as an amputee and all that stuff, right? But point is though, he got an early release, he got an early viewing of the movie, right? He went to an early screening somewhere, and he was telling me it was great. It was like, wow, this was a very good fucking movie. So I really want to see this shit. I really, really do. And normally when I go to movies, bro, I'm stoned. This one, I'm not like, nah, bro. I'm not about to disrespect anything about this. But the point is, though, bro, they had them out there, and they're in Texas. And I agree here with Blue Meanie. Yeah. Blue Meanie wrote here. Blue Meanie said it best. Why would you have a character whose gimmick is to curse people interact with the family who's literally cursed?
Ooh, I didn't think about that. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, remember they had Danhausen. And by the way, I think they're gonna be teaming up with Orange Cassidy on AEW Rampage. They're teaming up. Both Marshall and Ross are teaming up with Orange Cassidy.
I did not think about that
this Friday on this Friday on Rampage, and everyone knows, Big Mike. Everyone knows
is the hashtag AEW Rampage after it. Like no one's watching that, dude. Yeah. Stop.
No one's watching that. However, I will make an exception for this. To see the Von Erich kids. Because here's the thing about it, right? I know they used to wrestle in MLW. They were the MLW tag team champions, right? Mm-hmm. So they haven't wrestled in a couple of years. So again, who's to say how good or how bad they are, you know? And hopefully, you know what, bro? They end up getting signed, bro. Which 9 times out of 10, bro, they probably will. Yeah, I guarantee you, bro. They have in their graphic department the graphic already ready to go, bro. Once Friday ends, dude, you can see Tony Khan. Welcome to All Elite Wrestling. Ross and Marshall Von Erich, yo. They're all elite. And then just be relegated to Ring of Honor.
You're all elite, but you're going to be behind a paywall.
You're going to be behind the paywall of honor, buddy. Paywall of honor. There you go. And everyone is talking about the Spot Monkey 6-man tag, which is a must-watch on Rampage. Listen, man, I'm going to say this right now. You watch one Spot Monkey 6-man tag, you've seen them all.
You've seen them all, man.
Ain't that right, Big Mike? Ain't that right?
You've seen them all.
Exactly. I remember that Slammiversary they wrestled on the ground, on that ground. They went crazy when Kerry hit the. I mean Kevin, because Kerry's been dead for years, bro. Okay, I guess I have to pay attention to Rampage this week. Yeah, I guess so. Or if not, you know what? Wait for the next day. Watch it the next day on some Peruvian link, whatever, and then just that's all you do. But let's get back to this, Mike. We had Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. They came down and recapped that Jericho's been being injured by Big Bill and Ricky Starks. And again, you got to remember they're getting a tag team title match.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like it's been forever ago since they won that match to get this match.
But it's like, bro, they could have easily done it. Bro, I get why you're doing it because you got to find a way to get Jericho and Kenny on pay-per-view coming up in a couple of weeks. Which I'm still debating, am I going to go or not? I don't know yet. Prices have dropped. I will say that, but it's like, I don't know yet. You know what I mean?
It ain't dropped enough.
No, not that they dropped enough. You got to factor in. Also, me driving 90 minutes and hope and praying that day there's no snow, bro. Or there's like no, you know what I mean? And yes, this segment was something, bro. This was the most cringiest segment. Like, bro, Kenny Omega felt so uncomfortable out there. You can just read body language, right? You can just tell homeboy did not want to be there, bro. Dude did not want to be there. Jericho, and listen, we over the years, bro, like back in the day, whenever Jericho would say something smart, like an insult, like these one-liners, right, to like Stephanie McMahon or whoever it was funny. In 2023, bro, having a 50-year-old dude, like how old is Jericho, by the way? How old is Wyatt?
52.
Chris Jericho. How old is this motherfucker?
How old is 52?
He's 53 years old, bro.
Okay.
Homeboy is 53 years old. Like, bro, I do not need some guy who's 53 years old trying to still act like he's hip. You know what I mean? But there he is. There he is, right? And I'll say this, bro. Ricky Starks, dude. You feel the passion, bro.
Yeah.
You feel the passion.
He is the one guy I feel bad for as of late.
You know he's on his way out, bro. You know, deep low key, bro. He's counting the shit down. Like, bruh, all right, man. I'm crossing the days. My contract is up. I didn't get hurt. Yeah. I'm not getting injured because I'm not renewing. Cody, he's probably got the road coaster on speed. Cody, just let Paul know I'm on the way. They're not giving me a non-compete clause. I'm coming home, bro. I'm not coming home, but you know what I mean, right? They want me to they want me to go to NXT first? No problem. You want me to have a few with Lexis King? Say no more. You got it. You got it, bro. I think he would too, bro. What? Yeah. You want me to you want me to have a fucking banger with Von Wagner? You got it, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
You want to change my name to Starkey Hutchinson? Go on ahead. Go on ahead. Change my name. But you know deep down he's counting them shit. He's counting it down, bro. He's fed up. You can feel it, bro. Like he was like, bro, the way he was yelling at Kenny and Jericho, you're starting to piss me off. You too, brother. Right? How Jericho was it Kenny who referred to him as a better dressed, less charismatic Enzo Amore in front of Big Bill. Kenny referred to Bill as soft, right? And everyone started, because people can't help themselves. Oh.
And honestly, I think the promo was going pretty bad on their time and on their end anyway. This made it nosedive for me. I totally hate when they do that type of stuff. Like it's I hate when they do that type of stuff. It's like you call somebody a lesser than this or that or what they used to do in WWE. Just figure it out on your own programming. You know, figure it out how to insult the guy.
I got
Figure it
you.
out. Yeah, figure it out on your own programming. How to insult the guy.
Wow. They treat Ricky like the Gary Coleman.
They really do. It's like, bro, it's like
what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about?
It's like, bro, it's like, what did Ricky do? I mean, you gave him the tag team titles, but what did Ricky do? You gave him the Owen, you gave him tag team titles. Then he's in these
the TNT title. But no, we would never TNT. Was he TNT champion?
No, he was FTW champion.
FTW champion, yeah.
And that's not championship, but you know.
I know. You know what it is, bro? I think what this is, bro, is that they know that he's leaving. So let us devalue him on the way out. Let's put him through all this bullshit on the way, which is fucked up, by the way. And I hope that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I hope that I'm wrong on this. But basically, let's let him eat all this bullshit. Let's make him lose his value. Because we know that Paul and the boys are watching. So they won't even pick him up. To the point where it's like,
and even then,
he's gonna have to go to TNA just to get his thunder back.
Even then, I think he does a pretty good job salvaging what little piece of crap thing that they give him. Like even when they called him, you know, a better dressed, lesser than Enzo Amore, which is a terrible insult. It literally is. It's a mouthful, pause, and it's a terrible insult. It's like it doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, you're trying to hurt that guy's feelings, but it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
It does not make
now,
sense.
what Kenny said, you know, before he got to, you know, the soft comment, which was a good, you know, zinger, I think that was a better setup. But, you know, calling them, you know, bringing up the firm, like that was like you're making fun of yourself because the firm was such a flop. The firm wasn't even together, what, a whole month? Oh, not even a whole 2 weeks. The firm got dropped a week later, and they were delegated to Rampage, and I think at the time Dark. But yeah,
absolutely. But again, you know, it just looks so off, bro. Looks again, bro, like no one got over on this. No one got over.
Nobody did anybody favors.
It did nobody any favors. And honestly, this match should not even be on the fucking pay-per-view. This should be on an episode of Collision or Dynamite, bro. This has no business being on pay-per-view at all, bro. At all. No fucking business whatsoever. But then again, you know what, bro? Here we are, right? So fuck it. Let's just have this match and just move on here. Talk about these cringe tag team name attempts. Yeah, like the Golden Jets do. What the fuck are we doing, bro? And also, bro,
and then Kenny's slipping up.
and also, bro, they called them Big Billy Starks, dude.
Yeah, he was like
not realizing not realizing that they have an 18-year-old named Billy Starks wrestling tomorrow in the main event of Ring of Honor's Final Battle.
All right.
Like, what are we doing?
So you use that girl. You use that girl's name, not unbeknownst to you, because you're trying to act cool. That's probably gonna be in one of her biggest matches of her life, of her wrestling life.
Yeah, bro.
And you use it as an insult.
That's them for you, bro. That's
way
the boys.
To go.
Way to go.
Way to go, fellas.
Way to go, fellas. Yeah,
way
buddy.
To go.
Way to go, fellas. Way to go here. Let's move on here. Let's move on because we gotta We gotta get the ball because at 8:30 p.m. we're going live with ATP Gaming, ATP SmackDown, 8:30 p.m. I will become the new ATP UK champion. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Or try to. I don't know. Maybe who knows? Who knows, really? Who knows? We had a Wardlow video package that aired, and he's still targeting MJF. No one gave a fuck. No one cared. Ruby Soho versus Riho. Riho got the win. Yeah, the only good thing about this, you had Tony Storm at ringside doing commentary. And I loved how when Tony would speak, it go black and white. Like, they're really keeping this shit to the core, bro. They're really, like, not trying to fuck this up. But when they get Tony off the frame, it's back to color. The match was okay. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy about this, bro. Just know, let's make Riho strong because hey, she's getting a title shot, likely at World's End.
And we won't see her until summer of 2024.
Probably until her visa clears up. I don't fucking know. I don't know, bro. I could be wrong. Oh, how dare you guys say that? How dare you? What's wrong with you guys? So let's move on here. Let's see what happened. We had Roosh versus Jay Lethal. Roosh was over as fuck in this match as well, just like Andrade was early in the night. Again, something you would have seen back in the day in Ring of Honor, but obviously Jay Lethal got the L. Roosh did pick up the W here. Mike, your thoughts on the match? Your thoughts?
Man, it's his. The match was decent. Like you said, this is a Ring of Honor special, but it's kind of tough seeing Jay Lethal in this predicament. It's really tough. Seeing what he did in TNA back in the day,
and Ring of
Honor back in the day, being world champion and TV champion at the same time. And now he can't even buy a win. He can't even buy a win.
Tell me about it, bro.
And it looks like they probably are even gonna break up the Team TNA stable.
Honestly, dude, I would say that's probably the best thing for him. But even that, dude, I'm just not like.
They break them up. What's next? Everybody's delegated to ROH. He'll probably just go to ROH.
Pretty much. Basically, right?
But the match was fine.
Roosh was over as fuck though, bro. Roosh was just
this was a pro. Well, like you said, they were in Texas. This was a pro Roosh and Andrade
town.
I seen somebody say this on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. They said literally Roosh and Andrade, all they do is get fresh and beat up people. That's all they do. They put on these nice suits, designer belts, glasses, shoes, Rolex, diamonds.
You seen the photo
rings.
of Andrade though? You seen the Andrade photo?
Mm-mm.
So it's on the gram, bro. It's him and Charlotte. So everyone was like assuming, they separated and shit, right? They do this all the time though.
Yeah, they probably got a toxic relationship like a lot of us.
They do this every single fucking time, bro.
Or they, the time between if they do fight, the time between them working.
What the hell, bro?
Because Charlotte's working.
Yo, FanDuel on that bullshit, bro. FanDuel on that bullshit, bro.
What they do?
No, so they're like, suspended. Like, no, they're not.
No, because every half hour the odds change.
I see.
Yeah, so you gotta wait maybe 7:30 to.
Nah, we're good now. Continue.
Okay, but yeah, the separation between them working probably heals their time. So.
No, but I think I think what they're doing, they're just fucking. They're just fucking with everyone. Like, yeah, let me just
that too. That too.
Let's just fuck with everyone. We're not really broken up here, but we're just fucking with everyone right now, basically. So that's basically what this is.
But then they get married.
Yeah, they did. They got married legitimately, yeah. In Mexico, bro. Expensive wedding too, bro. Expensive fucking wedding. They brought everyone, bro. They brought the entire WWE roster. I think Andrade at the time was still he was in AEW at the time. But yeah, bro. Let's move on here. From there we got Jay White and Mark Briscoe. They played a video package that was covering Moxley and Swerve. We had Jay White versus Mark Briscoe. I thought their match was okay as well. It's just one of those things, bro, where again, you knew going in Jay White was getting his W. Everyone's saying that Mark Briscoe is the MVP of this tournament. You can have all these good matches, bro, but that don't mean anything.
You can't buy a win. When you can't buy a win,
and it's fucked up. And it's fucked up too, because bro, like all the shit that was going on over the week, you can't give this guy a win.
This is honestly. Remember when I said, "Hey, these dudes that get eliminated early and they sneak around and get a win, even though they're eliminated, might be the dumbest booking for this tournament." This is that one time I would have accepted it. It's the one time.
I guess so.
The one time. And it doesn't hurt Jay White because Jay White can do whatever. But this is the one time.
Well, of course, dude. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, just the one time, bro. A roll up or something. And then we got the main event, dude. We got the main event. Swerve and Moxley. I said this going in. I thought this match would go to a draw. And
I would have accepted that.
I would have accepted a draw, bro. Listen, I get it. It's John fucking Moxley. But do we really need to beat Swerve here, bro? After Swerve's having this killer momentum. He literally made 2023 his year. And here you are just pulling the rug from under him and just saying, nah, we're good. Hangman, I guarantee you, bro. Tony went to fucking to Mox, and Mox like, that'll work for me, brother. I'm not driving out to fucking Swerve, and that's probably what happened here, man.
Bro, it's like I kind of got pissed off when I saw that. I was like, why is Moxley beating? I understand, like you said, but Moxley had no business winning that match. You know? And honestly, if you really wanted to make a statement, yeah, you give Swerve the win. But you don't pin a guy. You don't pin a guy that's having a run like that.
Oh, you don't, bro. Absolutely not. You don't. But here we are. But that's AEW for him. That's AEW for you, man. They just gotta, just do them like that. It's so,
especially how they built it up. You know, they're knotted up in points, and you would have thought, like, oh, yeah, they'll throw them a bone, or they'll still be knotted up at points, but with a draw. And so instead of like what they were at 9, they'd have 10 instead of 12. Ooh.
Yeah. But that was Dynamite.
But you give Moxley the total lead.
Perfect score right now, bro. He is the here's the thing about it, bro. You're already telling me Moxley's in the finals already, bro.
Right.
That's what you're basically telling me here.
What is the Moxley, other board looking like?
I don't really know. I don't have the.
So is it gonna be? Is it gonna be him? Is it gonna be Mox and Brian in the final?
I hope not, bro.
Because if it's Mox and Brian in the final, I don't care. I don't care. We know Brian probably won't win because he's facing Okada.
Oh, wow. Look at this. They actually have the Continental Classic website here on AEWWrestling.com, bro.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. They even up. Wow, look at this shit, bro. Look at this. I'm gonna screenshot this real quick, and then we're gonna. And then we're
gonna,
And then we'll get into the news because I know we want to get this out of the way, and So this is the current Gold League right now, right? Mox has 12, Swerve has 9, he's second place right now.
Andrade is the leader. Holy shit!
Andrade right now is the leader right now with 9 points on the Blue League.
Who would have thunk that?
The only one with no wins is Daniel Garcia, which is a shame, bro.
Bro, again, and they built him up in the reveal. They
Bro.
said this was one of our greatest young stars, and he's gonna make some noise. You gave him
I think,
0.
honestly, bro, I think even Daniel Garcia is on his way out, bro. Like, he's looking at his contract, like, all right, bro. He's probably on his way out too. Look
Bro,
at this
that
shit.
is nutty. That is nutty.
But look at this, bro. Look at all this shit, bro.
And they threw. I mean, he's the current holder of the 2 belts, of 2 of the 3 belts. But still, you threw Eddie Kingston a bone. I would rather you say screw off, and let's at least give 3 points to Jay or Mark.
The semifinals are December 27th, and the finals are obviously at World's End.
World's End.
So there's that.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
There are the matches coming up.
Look at that shit. And it looks
Collision,
like Eddie's gonna get another 3. He's gonna get 6 points. Huh?
Probably 9. And this should be a banger right here.
That should be. Yeah,
that's gonna be a banger. That's gonna be a banger. Let these guys.
And that's a Collision.
Give these guys 20 minutes out there, bro. Oh yeah, bro. Honestly, this might be a draw.
Sleeper Brody King Bryan. That's probably gonna be pretty good too.
Huh? Yo, oh my god! I just pray for Bryan doesn't get hurt. Let's move on here. Look, I do want to get into this.
Yeah, let's finish up talking about that as well.
I do
because I really was about to. I was about to say something before our investor came on.
I feel like Tony makes it a mission to make Mox as happy as humanly possible. He's also the one guy he doesn't ever want to piss off. He literally put Mox idea over Punk. White beats Mox, Swerve wins. There's a 3-way tie, triple threat match. Could be. So let's get back to this news, bro. Let's get back to this whole thing, right? Just to read it again. I'm going to read this again, okay? Just to refresh everyone here and all that stuff, right? So, according to PW Insider, this past Monday morning, TKO's Mark Shapiro's WWE CEO Nick Khan and Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque, aka Triple H, were in New York at the Warner Brothers Discovery headquarters meeting with WBD Chief Revenue and Strategy Officer Bruce Campbell about potentially moving Raw to TBS or TNT. AEW's current agreement with WBD is still believed to be up at the end of the 2024 TV season. This past Tuesday, during the ROH Final Battle media call, Tony noted that he met with WBD that same day, which was on the 12th of December. PW Insider further notes, now with Friday Night SmackDown moving to USA and NXT moving to CW Network, both in 2024, WWE is said to be seeking a major increase in the media rights for Raw. Other potential partners are FX, Amazon, among others. The report concludes by noting that WBD's major goal as of late has been to lock in the rights to the NBA. However, David Zaslav, who is the CEO of WBD, has publicly stated the company doesn't need the NBA. Per F4W Online, the return of CM Punk was a major part of the pitch to WBD, with the idea that he will be a regular on the Raw brand. They also note that the situation is wide open and greatly affects AEW, which has also been in talks with Warner Brothers Discovery on a number of deals besides just television right renewals, including potential streaming. Furthermore, Warner Brothers Discovery also gets a cut of AEW pay-per-view buys through Bleacher Report. It was further noted that while it has never been acknowledged, there are also the belief that Warner Brothers Discovery owns points in AEW. Tony Khan has never denied it when asked. He has only said that he has 100% of the voting and the decision-making power. They also include here in the report, WWE is looking for a huge increase in Raw rights on the new deal. The hope for figure is said to be $398 million. That's what they're looking for. in the increase of the new deal, right? AEW was believed to have been roughly $50 million in right fees for 2023, and in the option year would bump it up. With Raw at 3 hours, the price per hour would be in the 124 million to 133 million range, and the Dynamite price for the coming year could be in the 30 million range per hour. Even with the possible increase to 90 million, which is 45 million per hour for the next deal, it would mean delivering 55% of the 18 to 49 viewers at 25 to 36% of the cost. In other words, bro, AEW's in the mud right now. Can we said this, right? We said this. Listen, the idea of, okay, here's CM Punk, right? Again, we said this earlier. Tony Khan got him a show, Collision, to be his show. Punk leaves, but Punk still has that relationship with people at Warner Brothers Discovery. You remember his return promo at Collision? David Zaslav, he calls him the one Bill Phil, the true Bill in the world full of counterfeit bucks. Remember that? Tell me when I'm telling lies. Yeah. He still has that relationship. So who's to say that he's, using him as a way to, get WWE this TV deal with Warner Brothers Discovery? Again, it's not official yet, but it's possible.
No, it's still hearsay. It's very possible. Beforehand, before all of this stuff came out, I wanted to say, like, what if they drop AEW once their rights contract is gone and they don't renew?
It's possible.
And they pick up WWE, and then you just lost literally.
Because I'm sorry. Because if you're AEW, bro, the last thing you want to be is the number two on a network that you were on first.
Exactly.
That's the last thing you want to be.
It'll be the ultimate checkmate that WWE has ever done in their existence.
And that's the thing about it, and let's be clear here. AEW started hot.
Yeah, they did.
And as years have gone on, WWE, while their backs were, some would say against the wall, right? We said this, like, yo, WWE, give them time. They're going to turn this shit around. And we weren't the only ones who said this. Many other podcasters, depending who y'all listen to, right?
Right.
Hopefully we're one of them.
The non-biased people.
The non-biased people, the diehards of diehard who live in this bubble that nothing can go wrong. Everything that they thought or hoping did not go wrong is happening. There's that possibility that Warner tells Tony, you know what, bro? We're good. We're good, bro. You lost Cody. You lost Cody. You lost Jade. You lost Phil, who was your biggest star. But Wembley.
Overseas. What has America done?
Nick Khan is the MVP of turning WWE around. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You can read that one. Read that real quick.
Which one? This one right here? Tony probably should have talked with CW when he had the chance. The problem with Tony Khan, this is his problem. He is so much of a loyalty. He has so much loyalty. Blind loyalty. And he doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
He's so blinded with this idea that Warner Brothers Discovery is going to give him this money that he's asking for, right? He had this idea that, oh my God, they're going to give them a streaming service, which I hope they do.
It's looking bleak now.
But failing to realize that, they're trying to also cut costs here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're about to file bankruptcy, according to some reports. But point is, though, man, despite all this shit, he has this loyalty to Warner Brother Discovery. And that is his Achilles heel, bro.
One of many.
One of many.
And
Tony Khan can only go to Destination America if it doesn't work out. The problem is, though, with that,
bro, you cut your viewership in half.
you cut it in half, bro. Not even in half. More than half.
You are on a consistent basis of 850,000, a tick under sometimes or a tick over sometimes. And with a demo of 0.2 to 0.3, like 0.17 to 1 to 3 to 0.3. You go to Destination America, you cut it in half.
Bro, this the one shit I read today on Twitter. It was the most funniest shit I read today, bro. The most funniest shit that I read today, bro. This was like this was like everywhere on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I read this, bro. Look at this shit. So someone commented on Wrestling Observer Radio's like video, right? On this topic. This is what someone wrote. Jagger 3873. Tony needs to show the WBD executives how shitty the cage match ratings are for WWE shows, and the lack of 5-star matches they have should be enough to convince them and prevent Raw from going on Warner Bros. Discovery and Dynamite being dropped. I'm hoping that they're trolling. I want to believe, like, bro, you're trolling right now.
Gotta be trolling.
Because there's no way, bro.
At that point, no disrespect to the person, but you're telling me you're retarded without telling me you're retarded.
Yeah, maybe Viacom, Paramount.
Who picks up who?
AEW, Paramount, like CBS, Paramount Channel. Granted, you probably will see 1 million. Remember, it's the old Spike TV channel.
Yeah, you probably would.
Which is not a channel anymore. It's no longer Spike TV. It's now it's Paramount, right, or something like that. But I mean,
no, I don't think they'd be interested.
So either way, if Warner keeps AEW, they can't possibly get more money than correct, since they are near bankrupt. Yeah, probably. But here's the thing, though.
They literally have to. If they are going down the line of bankruptcy, they would have to pick.
And here's the thing:
their choice wisely.
And also factor into. And again, we're not business majors here, so we don't know the business end of this shit. We're just going by what we think will happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's always YouTube. Yeah. But the problem is, though, there's no money in it for YouTube. Like, there's no money. I'm like, there's no money in wrestling media general in YouTube. There isn't. I'm sorry, unless you work for a site, unless the site's giving you a big, check and shit. But there's no money in this. The reality is, though, in order for you to be a number 2, you need to be on TV. You need television. Even though, yes, we live in this world now where everything now is through streaming. Everything now is through your mobile device, through your computer, through your fucking Apple TV, for crying out loud, right? Some bigger company would buy out WBD if it went bankrupt. Yeah. I say you go all in, no pun intended, and give it to WWE. Again, if you're Tony Khan, look, I'm sure for WBD, it's no issue. Yeah, let's have Raw on one day and then AEW. But the problem is, if you're AEW, you automatically become the number 2 on your own network where you were first.
All right.
And again, listen, I don't want to also. And listen, go on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Go on, brother.
And also, this will backfire. This This would backfire, honestly, on Tony Khan's part because of all of the dumb shit he said over the years. Like, there's only room for one Khan in professional
Nah, bro.
wrestling, and that's me.
Nick Khan heard that shit.
He turned into Michael Jordan, bro. He was like, I took that personally.
I took that shit personally, bro. Watch, homie. For sure, dude. Listen, man. Listen. Say what you want, bro. But listen, I'll say this, bro. It's good to have AEW right now. It's good. You're giving talent. You're giving talent the opportunity to get a paycheck. Well, however they pay their talent. Maybe it's once a week, twice bi-weekly. I don't fucking know. Right? You're letting those said talent, which even I don't agree with, you're letting that same talent that you have under contract, to go wrestle independent bookings, which, again, I don't agree with that. I don't care if they're being used or not. Now, you're signed to a contract.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, bro, 2 years from now, Tony going to cut that shit. Like, nope, you don't get to work indies anymore.
But how many years have we been saying this over the past 5 years?
I don't know, but eventually it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. But point is,
but at a certain point, it's going to be too late.
Yeah. But also factor into, again, all that being said, bro, AEW done good for the wrestling business. They got WWE, who for years, let's be honest, they didn't give a fuck, bro. Because they were making money hand over fist through Saudi Arabia, through Peacock, right? Through media.
People
rights,
were just throwing them money off of just the name. Just right here.
They were making money off all this stuff, bro. All this stuff. They're making money. They didn't
all
give
of
a
the
fuck.
business.
They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck, bro. They did not give a fuck.
They didn't.
And then here comes this company, right? Here comes Tony Khan with his money, with the vision. He used his money to create the vision of the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Let's get it correct here. Their vision, Tony funded. And being that Tony Khan is this money mark, got it to happen. And at first, dude, they were making noise, bro. They were causing this spark, right? They were the alternative for people who were fed up with the shit they were giving you on Monday nights, on Friday nights, right? People were fed up. They were fed up with it. But along the way, that caused WWE to get up from their asses and, you know what? No more fucking around. No more fucking around. They got AEW got CM Punk to get up from his couch and come back. Who was sitting in this couch for 7 years, right? Took 2 MMA fights. He got him out of. They got him out of his couch and got him back into pro wrestling. And without that, bro, he probably would have never gone back to WWE.
Nope.
So in a way, you have AEW to thank in this shit, bro. Say what you want about AEW. Say what you want. But all this shit that we're seeing on TV on WWE's end doesn't happen without AEW existing, bro. And also the vision that Nick Khan has for WWE. Taking every PLE now international, overseas, bro. They're gonna sell out Perth, Australia. They're gonna fucking sell out Germany, Paris, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. They're making moves, bro. They're making moves. And right now, dude, the momentum, the control of power is on their end right now, bro.
And I wanted to make this a point too on one of the NXT shows whenever we review it, from time to time.
Well, periodically, man. It might be on the
paywall. Yeah, periodically. Yeah. But they resurrected a dead brand in the middle of this.
Did you say that? I mean,
bro,
would you really say that?
Look at what NXT was and all of the changes that it went through in the last 3 years.
It went
from the most watchable product
that the company had
and was kind of having the same fanfare as AEW to it plummeting when AEW came in, and then them going to 2.0, them retooling. They dropped Triple H. They put Vince and Pritchard in it. Then they put Shawn in it, which got Triple H back in it again. And then they took off again. They resurrected a dead brand in the middle of this.
I guess, but I really wouldn't.
It's not totally the most watchable thing ever, but it's at the bare minimum. They're back at level 1.
I guess. I'm reading some comments here. Nick Khan is using the UFC formula. Tony got to stop trying to look so cool. In 2012 to 2015, TNA turned a profit in 2008 and 2009 by shooting shows in the Impact Zone, taped and went on the road for pay-per-view those years. It went on to lose money by giving live every week and doing on the road. Humble rates here. They need to let ROH go. I know TK doesn't want to cut costs, but he's going to have to. And I agree with that. And I know people were mad with Bischoff. I don't know. Did you read what Bischoff had to say about Ring of Honor? He basically said,
he said they should just cut ties, cut the fat.
if Ring of Honor was a horse, he would take it out of his misery. And I agree.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you could use that money that you're pumping into Ring of Honor and put it into Dynamite, put it into Collision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also, and I know people don't want to hear, but I keep on saying this shit. Stop going to these NBA arenas, bro. That you're only gonna fill up 4,000 seats and only have 2,000 people show up. 2,000 people show up. 2,000 people. Like, bro, they're going to Prudential in a couple. They're going to Prudential Center. I want to see here.
Well, Prudential holds like at least.
I want to know what
17,000.
I want to know what the setup. What's their
and they're probably going to set up for 5,000.
So the setup is 4,646. They have so far sold 2,000, almost 3,000 tickets. The last time they were there, which was on the 22nd of July, which me and Walter went to for Collision, it was 6,497. And every single other time, bro, it's been dropping and dropping and dropping.
Yeah.
They gotta stop going to these major buildings, bro. It's ridiculous. But again, I hope that you know what, honestly, Mike.
Yeah, I hear you.
I think at this point, dude, just let the shit play out, bro.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Because
that's all you can do.
Because what this is doing, bro, is giving everyone material for shows and all that stuff. And again, if it was up to me, we would have just talked about this and just put Dynamite on the back burner. But we got all that done today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to close the poll right now. I'm going to end the poll. And right now, Mike, let me just tell you right now, bro, this poll is in the mud. So,
yeah, I mean, from what you said at the beginning of the show, I could guess.
11 votes. I asked, did you guys enjoy Dynamite from last night? You know, December 13, 2023. 81% said nah. 18% voted didn't watch No Millie. And then guess how many people voted for hell yeah? 0. Yeah, bro.
Wow. That's a first.
0, bro. Fucking 0, dude.
That's the first, man.
Tournament is trash. Steve, I ain't even talk about the Hangman thing in the end. Oh, yeah. Hangman got attacked by the devil.
That's all, folks.
That was all, folks. Whoop-de-doo. The devil. He attacks the Hangman. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a bold claim.
I'm gonna give you the whole. I'm gonna give you the frame here. What's the bold claim, Big Mike?
The devil is MJF. This whole time. This whole time.
You heard it here first, and if he's wrong, I need everyone. Hey, Big Mike, you were wrong, or Big Mike, you were right.
I don't care if I'm wrong.
But that's gonna be.
It could be one or two things. It could be MJF, or it could be the most funniest one, and it's Roderick Strong, because he's the main person that wants to point out who the devil is.
I agree with him. I agree, it's him. This is amazing. This is some A's and eights crap. LOL.
CPC's on the same page again. Oh my god!
Whiskey bottle.
I was just thinking about that.
On the table. But that being said, guys, want to thank you all for tuning in. We're not done yet, though. Come back in here in a few minutes, around 8:30 time. We'll be live with ATP Gaming, ATP SmackDown, which will be going live at 8:30 p.m. here on the channel. So make sure you guys come back around 8:30. We got some exciting matches, more exciting than Dynamite. Some would even say more exciting than Final Battle and Ring of Honor. Happening in a couple of minutes. One of the matches, myself versus Big Mike for the ATP UK title. I'm prepared. I'm focused. I can't wait. Cannot wait. But that being said, thank you all. In case you missed it, on Monday, we did Steve's Kitchen, where myself and Big Mike and Walter reviewed NXT Deadline. We did the Raw Rundown. This past Tuesday, myself and Big Mike, we recap Monday Night Raw and our thoughts on that CM Punk and Seth Rollins promo. And, of course, here we are now with something about Dynamite, S.A.D, Golden Cringe, and all that stuff. But you can follow the Around the Point Network on X at AT.Network. Follow me on X at HeelSteven. More importantly, guys, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that bell notification. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, bro.
X Detroit Gamer 313.
There you go. That's going to be it for us, guys. Thank you all, as always, for myself, for Big Mike, for Tony Khan, for the gang. This has been something about Dynamite here on the Around the Point Network. See you all at 8:30 with ATP SmackDown here on the Around the Point Network. Good night, everyone. See you all in a bit. No Millie. I ain't surprised. Why you surprised? No Millie. She said no, I say Millie. Hey.